right. If you got a question for Coach, go ahead and raise your hand. We'll get started. Christos, go ahead.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Very big win. And what it means for you to have five straight wins, what it means and how important for you is to win a game like that.
Hold on, I think we lost Coach right off the bat here. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, can you?
Yep.
Good?
Yep, I'm good.
All right. Go ahead, Christos.
Okay. Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win. 5 straight win. Great win. What it means for you, that streak, and also how important for you was to win in a close game with the way that you won tonight.
I think it was big. You know, when we were down, I think 17, it felt like 40. And I was just saying, you know, we got to just chip away, guys. You just got to chip away, chip away. Keep it at a respectable number at halftime. And I thought we did. And then winning the close game, we made some mistakes down the stretch, overhelped for some threes and fouled some drives, but you got to just play. And I thought our guys did. A lot of guys, a lot of our role players were stars tonight. I thought Denny came out. He struggled in the first half. You know, I don't know. It's playing the Lakers for the first time, playing against LeBron for the first time. But I thought in the second half, he bounced back and he competed and he challenged. He got rebounds. He made some shots. And I thought Rui did a great job on LeBron the entire game when he was on him. Obviously he's one of the best players ever. But I thought he matched up. It was good.
Yeah, let's get him a hot spot.
Yeah, what a night. What a night for this to happen. Everybody get another cup of coffee.
Was this picture out there too? I think it was audio only for me, but I don't know.
Yeah,
If my end.
he froze there for a second right before it went out.
Okay.
you guys some good stuff there too.
You did. It was awesome. Scotty, when did you start seeing connectivity on defense?
I thought the middle of the second quarter, we got a couple of stops and we just couldn't find anything on the offensive end. Like I said earlier, I don't know if you guys caught it, we were down 17, but it felt like 40. But I thought, just told the guys, we just got to chip away at it and make it respectable going into half, and we did. And then we got some, offensive momentum going in that second half. Scored 66 points. A lot of good plays. I thought Denny was huge. He didn't have a good first half, but he came back and bounced back and had some big shots and big rebounds in that second.
And with Rui, you guys have put him in space against some pretty good guys the last 3 or 4 games. When did you see, or what are you seeing from him in terms of not just taking on the challenge, but being effective in the challenge?
Well, he's been a big part of us getting better on the defensive end. And it's nothing against that he wasn't trying. It's just he was still trying to figure it out. The game, it's for young players. I've said it many times, he hasn't even got 82-game season in. With the games that he missed last year with the lockout, or not the lockout, COVID, and then being out a few times this year. But defensively, I say it, Brad says it to him, Russell says it to him. He's the only guy on our team that can guard 1 through 5. And that's a luxury to have. And so when we want to play small, he can guard bigger players, and they have to make a decision. They came back with Keith. So I thought when Rui can really lock in, which he has, we can be a better defensive team. It's not all on him. Russell has to do his job, and Brad himself, but every team has that one guy that can switch multiple different play or a style of players, not just, big guys, not just 3-point shooters, not just drivers. Rui can guard a variety of style of play.
Ava.
Scott, what feels different about the end of games to you guys now?
Well, we've been together, we lost quite a few, and I felt, unfortunately, all that happened earlier. We weren't able to get some learning momentum. When you lose close games, you watch films, you talk to guys individually, you try to help them out, and then you don't play for a bunch of weeks. But I think now we understand. Brad has to deliver and make plays for us. Russell has to set them up. Russell has a hot hand attacking. He does that. And then guys that are open have to step up and shoot. And I thought that's what we did down the stretch. Defensively, we made more mistakes in that last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter than we probably made the entire second half combined. But those are things that we have to get better. But at least our offense was making some plays down the stretch.
Yeah, you've mentioned a lot that you're kind of, once the threes start falling, things are going to be a lot easier on offense. But obviously, you won this one with just, I think it was 9 threes. What's that?
Yeah.
What's that mean? What do you think that says?
Yeah, I think that the thing that I like about our offense, we haven't made threes. I know we're going to make them. I talk about them. I even hate talking about it now, but we don't just settle for threes. It's not like we're taking 40 something threes. We weren't making a lot of threes. We didn't take many in the first quarter, but we get to the free throw line. We got attackers that get to the free throw line. Russell gets to the free throw line. When he doesn't get to the free throw line, gets us in the bonus with 2 or 3 fouls early in the quarter, and allows the other guys to get free throws. But I like how the offense played, but I like how the defense. I like how we played. We played a 2-way game against a team that was angry, a team that's very talented with one of the best players ever.
Fred.
Scott, these last couple weeks, Russell has just basically stopped taking threes, and it's not just because he's taking shots at the paint more. He's basically stopped taking those jump shots. Is that a conscious change? Is that just because of health? What do you make of that?
Well, I twisted his arm a few times. He knows he's a good 3-point shooter when his feet are set, the swing threes. When we can get the chase started, when the guys are scrambling. But we don't need his pull up threes. He's not that, that's not his heat check shot, but he does so many good things for us, and a lot of the things that he does for us is not on the stat sheet. It's in the locker room. It's in our morning shoot around. It's our breakfast meetings. It's in on the bus. And those are the things that is huge for our young guys to listen and hear and see his intensity. Like I've said many times, this is a game that he loves, but this is his livelihood. This is his job. He wants his family to be proud of how he plays. And I think when our young players see that, they understand that I got to bring it. I don't want to disappoint and let my team.
Thanks, Fred.
It's my fault. Clearly.
Definitely Fred's fault.
I just want to make sure that everybody goes to bed at 6 in the morning. That's all.
Matt, just
Matt-
make up the quotes. Just
Everybody's past their deadline. Just have him release a press release. He can.
Oh,
he can-
Allison. Allison can get it done.
I've been called into you. Hold up
It's
the-
8 a.m. in Israel, so we got time here.
Oh, you're good. It's the only time of the season that you guys are on the better half of the timing here.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, that's the sweet spot for us.
Let's just have him call in from a phone or something. Or I don't know what to do at this point.
Yeah, I'll text Scott.
Yeah. Let Scott decide.
Is it a Zoom issue, internet issue? Do you guys know the answer to that question?
No idea.
The Heat had the same trouble 2 days ago in the Staples Center.
That's a Staples problem.
So we'll be up all night tomorrow too then.
So that was it for Coach. We'll try again with the players here in a minute.
My sources on the ground say there's IT help in Staples Center, so hopefully we get this figured out.
Kuzma's got it for the tie. No, and the Wizards. Kuzma's got it for the tie.
What's up, Denny?
Hey, everybody.
Ready?
Yaron, boker tov.
All right, Fred, go ahead.
Matt, can you spotlight him?
Am I good?
Yeah, go ahead, Fred.
Hey, Danny. Late in the game, couple possessions, you end up on LeBron one-on-one on the perimeter. I mean, what are you thinking in those moments? What's your strategy when you're guarding a guy like that?
First of all, I stick to the scouting report. We have great scouting report, and our coaches do a great job. That's first of all. Second of all, like I said, I'm not afraid of anybody, so I'm just gonna take the challenge every time. So for me, I take the player I'm guarding. I'm taking him seriously, like equal. So I mean, just stepped up, took the challenge, played my defense, and I guess he had a hard time. So it's good.
Thanks, Danny.
Neil.
Hey, Denny. Before this game, you were having a little bit of a slump from three in the fourth quarter. You know, you knocked down 2 really big 3-point shots. Is it just completely like, forget about the past and always move on to the next shot?
Definitely. I'm definitely thinking about the next game, the next shot. I'm doing a lot of repetitions, so I'm going in the gym, shooting the amount of shots that I need to make that are gonna make me be confident. I mean, for a shooter, you have situations and you have like periods that the shot is less efficient and you need to do things other things better. So I mean, but I'm not focusing. If I miss the shot, I'm gonna shoot every time I'm open. I'm confident in my shot, and sometimes some periods it will be less efficient, but I'm gonna practice and I'm gonna maintain it hopefully. So
DA. I think you're still muted there, DA. Sorry.
Sounds like it's my first Zoom, apparently. Danny, what's the process like of building a kind of personal scouting report on guys you're trying to defend as you play them for the first time, or maybe if you see tape on them before the game? How are you kind of processing and putting that in your memory bank? Oh, he likes to do this. I need to take this away.
I definitely stick to the scouting report. I try to learn every player and what he does on the court. It's not easy as a rookie because it's your first time here. Yeah. So you don't know everybody in the league. I mean, you know the big names and what they do, but in the end of the day on the court, I'm just reading. Like I'm sticking to what the coach tells me, and I'm just playing like with my defensive skills. So I'm just reading. I'm sending him to his weak hand most of the time, but I'm just playing. I'm just taking the challenge. I'm defending with my heart. In the end of the day, it's your heart defending, not anything else. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Yaron for a few questions in Hebrew.
היי דני, מה העניינים?
בוקר טוב.
בוקר טוב, כן, הייתה פה מדינה שקמה בבוקר ובנית את זה לרבע האחרון, אז שוב, כל הכבוד, וספר קצת מה עובר לך בראש כשהכדור מגיע אליך לשלשה מהצד שם?
האמת היא שאני לא חושב כל כך הרבה, אתה יודע, אני מעדיף שלא לחשוב. מבחינתי אני בטוח בזריקה שלי, אתה יודע, הייתי פנוי לגמרי, אז זרקתי. אתה יודע, אני עובד על זה. אני נשאר הרבה בעולם, אני זורק, אני עושה את הכמות זריקות שאני צריך, ואתה יודע, יכול להיות שנכנסתי לאיזושהי תקופה שהיא קצת פחות טובה בקליעה, אבל אני לגמרי בטוח בקליעה שלי, אני עוד גם בשנה הראשונה, עוד לא תמיד הכל יהיה יציב מבחינתי, אבל כיף לקלוע, השלושה שהיא חשובה בשביל הקבוצה, בשביל לעזור לחברים לנצח, ועשינו עבודה מעולה, אז אני אישית שמח.
בחילוף, כשנכנסת שם בסוף, אני חושב שסקוט רצה ללכת על הרכב נמוך. הוא אמר לכם שההוראה היא בשביל החילופים, לי מהצד זה היה נראה כדי שאם יהיה חילוף על לברון, אז אתה תקבל את לברון.
אני חושב שכן, אני לא ממש בטוח. אני לא ממש בטוח מה הייתה ההחלטה, אבל כנראה שהוא רצה ללכת על הרכב נמוך. הכניס אותי, וכן, הייתי מוכן להחליף על לברון, ידעתי שיכול להיות שהיא אופציה שאני נכנסתי בשביל שאני אהיה לברון, אז כן הייתי מוכן לזה. חוץ מזה, אני לא כל כך בטוח, אני גם לא כל כך הבנתי, אבל זה היה מה שהיה.
מצוין. Matt, you wanted to interject there?
Yeah, sorry, just real quick. Russell Westbrook is going to speak in the secondary room if anybody wants to jump over there while Denny's finishing up here.
אוקיי, thanks, Matt. אז חזרה, דני, עוד עניין אחד ממני, ואז נעביר לחברים אחרים. בסוף המשחק, זאת אומרת, בהערכה שם, נכנסת ממש בשניות האחרונות, נכון? לקחת שם את הריבאונד האחרון מקוזמה שם, בזריקה הזאת.
לא מקוזמה, כאילו כן, קוזמה זרק, ולקחתי את הריבאונד, כן.
תאר את התחושה שם באותו רגע, זרקת את הכדור למעלה, ביל הגיע אליך לחיבוק.
איך הרגשתי מדהים, אתה יודע, ניצחון אדיר בשבילנו, אבל רוי אמר לי לזרוק את הכדור למעלה, כאילו לא ידעתי כמה זמן נשאר על השעון זריקות, אבל חשבתי שיבואו לעשות עליי פאול. לא הבנתי שיש שנייה ואני צריך לזרוק את הכדור למעלה, ואז ראיתי שזה כאילו 0-0, אז זרקתי את זה למעלה, כאילו. אבל כיף, כאילו, אתה יודע, להיות בחוויות כאלה, לנצח עם כל החברים, זה מדהים.
מעולה. פיני?
I am curious. These last couple of weeks,
You're almost done here.
you've been taking way.
היי דני, בוקר טוב.
אהלן פיני, מה קורה?
אהלן. קודם כל, אתה נראה שאתה עומד מאחורי המילים שלך, שאתה אומר שאתה לא מפחד מאף אחד, גם בצד ההגנתי, גם בצד ההתקפי, והיום אתה, מה שנקרא, bounce back ברבע האחרון, ובאמת נכנסת למשחק ברבע האחרון נהדר, ואתה אומר הרבה שאתה עובד, גם, אתה יודע, נותן את האקסטרה עבודה, גם על הזריקה, גם על המשחק שלך, כדי באמת להגיע בסופו של דבר למשחקים האלה ולשפר את היציבות לאורך זמן. אז ספר לנו קצת על המיינדסט הזה שאתה מצליח לשמור דווקא במשחקים פחות טובים, שנותן לך את האפשרות, אתה יודע, לקפוץ קדימה ולהגיע למשחק כזה מוכן ברבע האחרון ולעשות הבדל.
זה לא פשוט, אני תמיד מנסה להיות חיובי, גם אם יש לי משחקים טובים וגם אם יש לי משחקים רעים, אני תמיד אעבוד על הדברים שאני צריך לעבוד עליהם, אני תמיד אשפר את המשחק שלי, לא משנה כמה דקות אני משחק על הפרקט, ברגע שאני כן נכנס ויש לי את ההזדמנויות האלה, אז אני פשוט משחק הכי חזק שלי, ויהיו לי פעמים שיהיו לי הזדמנויות עוד פעם לעשות כמעט סל ניצחון על הלייקרס, ויהיו פעמים שאני לא אזרוק בכלל, ואני מוכן לזה. מבחינתי, אני שנה ראשונה פה, אני עדיין לומד דברים, אני עדיין באמת נכנס לעניינים, עדיין לא כל כך יציב, אבל בסופו של דבר אני מוכן לכל רגע, אני מוכן לכל פעם שאני דורך על הפרקט, אני עובד מאוד 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 קשה ואני מנסה להישאר חיובי עם כל הטירוף הזה מסביב, ואני חושב שזה עוזר לי, יש לי משפחה שתומכת מאחוריי ואנשים שאוהבים אותי מאחוריי, וזה עוזר לי המון, כן.
חברים, אנחנו חייבים לסיים כי ברדלי ביל נכנס. סורי, בן, ראיתי שרק הצטרפת, אבל אין מה לעשות. אז תודה, דני.
חבר'ה, יאללה.
Matt, you got it.
Thank you, Ron. All right, we can go ahead and get started here. Let some more people in. Quentin, go ahead.
What's up, B?
Cool.
First and foremost, can you take us through those clutch shots you hit, the up and under specifically? Because at one point it looked like you lost the ball, but you re-corralled it and then did what you did up there. Just take us through those clutch shots you had to hit and what you guys were looking to achieve down the stretch.
First, praise my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. The coach really wanted me to make a play going downhill at Gasol. On the up and under specifically, I lost the ball initially, and it was better. I actually regained possession of the ball, and I seen Kuz jump before I did, and I know early in the game, he actually blocked my shot on the fast break, and so I just hit him with an up or under. I know I work on that a lot, so I was real frustrated because I didn't close it out in regulation like I should have. So I just played with more aggression in overtime.
5 straight wins. How does it feel?
Different. It feels different. It feels different in a great way. You know, it's
feels great, but at the same time, we still haven't done a damn thing, and we realize that. We keep telling ourselves that, we're still hungry for more. We still have, games to make up. We still have bad habits that we got to, correct and be better at. But, you never negate the success that we do have. So we're happy about it. But at the same time, we still have a humble-like approach. We put our hard hats on, come back ready to go tomorrow.
Appreciate you, B.
Ava.
Brad, last game you spoke about how huge it. Oh, did we lose Brad? We lost Brad.
Way to go, Ava.
No, I'm not taking credit for that. I'm no Fred.
It's still your fault, Fred.
It's still Fred's fault.
It's always my fault. That's fine. I'll take it. I can take the hit.
You can't skip me though when he comes back, Matt.
Yeah, we'll come back since you didn't actually answer anything.
I can speak for my company when I say they would be fine if you skipped the Washington Post. That would be fine.
DA, could you set your person straight here, please?
I can neither confirm nor deny Fred's statement.
Well, at least it wasn't Russ who we lost because he would not have come back. So
He would have been gone. It would have just been the sunglasses sitting in his chair.
Right, spinning in the chair.
About this rush shit. Yeah, look, I'm still sitting there, man.
Hey, that
Yes,
one was
thank
quick.
you, Brad.
I was putting rust on y'all ass, man.
All right, Ava,
Brad,
go ahead.
yeah. Sorry, I was wondering, last game you mentioned how great it was to kind of ensure you had a hand in the win. You had so many guys come up with the right plays at exactly the right moment tonight. Can you speak a little bit to role players, everybody kind of pitching in tonight?
Oh man, we had a practice a couple weeks ago, and that was the gist of it, defining our roles and what everybody's distinguished job is on this team, and everybody bought into that. That's what we need for everybody to chip in order for us to win. It's just really for guys just being ready when coach calls your number. Playing hard is something that we should do automatically. We get paid to do that. But playing with IQ, being ready to go, defending, knowing personnel when you come into the game, like these are all things in the areas of growth that we've been having the last couple of games, and it's been great. Like Denny staying engaged, guarding Braun pretty well down the stretch, hitting the big 3-4s, DB the same thing. Rolo was big down low for us tonight. Russ was absolutely terrific. So, and then Rui made some big plays too, guarding Braun, being able to finish at the rim. Big three in the corner from him too. So it was a lot of plays that we made down the stretch, and that's just from guys staying engaged in the game. Guys on the bench just keeping guys engaged, cheering each other on, and it's just a trickle down the field.
Right.
Brad, it feels like the last few games, the theme with you guys is you're all kind of mentioning Rui's progression. And I'm curious how specifically have you seen him grow as a defender? What specifically do you think he's doing better right now?
Challenging himself. I think that's really the biggest difference. It's one thing for Fred, for you to write about Rui or for me to get on him, but for somebody to individually, want to challenge themselves, that's a whole different, ball game, a whole different animal we're dealing with. So he's taking on that challenge himself. He puts that pressure on himself, and we hold him to that standard. Like I said, last couple of games, like he says he can guard 1 through 5, and so he goes out there and does that. And we trust it in his abilities. We trust in his versatility, and it's just been a great and beautiful thing to see. The game is starting to slow down for him, and he's been, like you said, he's been making the right plays for us at the right time.
DA.
Brad, on the schedule, there's games that are more winnable than others, let's say. When you come into their place and they lost and they're mad and they have every reason to play and they jump on you and you still come back and win the game, is that a different win than other wins you could have, other wins you might be piling up?
Yes and no, because at the same time, we don't worry about who's on the other side. I think that's been kind of our mindset the last couple of games. We realized the other team has great players. They may be a great team, but we are a great team too. We can be great, if we play the right way. And we've been doing that. And it's just us staying consistent, with how we play, not getting caught up in the other team. Like, granted, LeBron's probably the best to ever touch a basketball, but they haven't won as a team. They lost the last two. So we knew coming into the game that they would be over aggressive. We knew that they would try to get out in transition, and they did that. But we did a good job of just staying poised and responding well, getting stops when we needed to, forcing them, keeping them out of the paint. Honestly, we forced them to take a lot of tough shots down in the second half. And I think offensively, we kind of just got what we wanted.
When did you see the connectivity on defense start to take shape with your squad? And I don't mean tonight, I just mean the last couple of weeks.
I mean, you can start 5 games ago. I mean, our first streak win. It was just a different mindset that we had, and it flowed into Denver. It flowed into our West Coast trip, and it was perfect for us. We were playing with energy. We were playing smart. We closed out a game. And I think that's what we've been doing the last 5. We've been closing out. Early on in the year, we wouldn't do that. We would have mishaps here and there, give up big plays. Granted, we still did that. Tonight, I damn sure did. But I think our growth is just us staying engaged, being poised in big moments, not getting rattled, and executing on the other end too.
Matt Paris.
Yeah. Hey, Brad, was the practice that you guys all defined your roles, was that the same practice that Rui said he could guard 1 through 5? And so, if so, like, what was it about that practice that was so beneficial to you guys? How helpful was it to have a conversation like that?
I mean, it's great. I mean, whether it's our team, any team, little league team, it's always great for everybody to know what it is that their role and job is, and there's no knock on our abilities and what we're doing, but it's what we need as a team, and what we need from certain guys. And that's all it was. It was a conversation. It was nothing more than that. I'm not going into detail about it because it wasn't that type of party, but we got down to the gist of what we require out of everybody. And Rui challenged himself, and we hold him to that standard. He's doing a hell of a job of it.
And you guys don't have a lot of time to practice as it is. So when you guys have a moment like that, I mean, with this condensed schedule, does that make it even more valuable?
For sure, because at the end of the day, we all know what we need to do better. We all know we all need to play better. And I think the beauty of it is that we all want to contribute. It's not like guys don't want to be here, guys don't want to be engaged, guys don't want to get better. We actually have guys who cheer each other on, who compete against each other, and we all want to just be better as a team. We all want to make the right play. We all want to make the winning play. And sometimes, it requires guys to do certain things in their role, and we just hash those out, on both ends of the floor. And I guess you could say it's a testament to how we're playing today.
Thanks, man.
All right, we'll finish up with Christos.
Hello, Brad. Congratulations on the win. What is the aspect of your game that working better in the last 5 games, and you have 5 straight wins? And also, what it means for you, the celebration during the overtime that you hit your shot, your chest? It was kind of a personal redemption or something like that for you.
Yeah, so I would say defensively is where a lot of our change came, and it's just being more consistent on that end, being able to guard guys, taking the challenge, rebounding the ball. So I would say our defense is really the biggest thing that stepped up for us as a team. And then the player you're referring to, I was beating my chest because I was a little pissed off at myself. Granted, I just scored on that play, but I feel like the whole second half, I was kind of letting them off the hook and missing shots, and I wasn't. And I tricked off the game winner at the end of regulation. So that was just more or less like lock in, like get going, like come on, this is what you do, this is what you're built for type time. So there's just a little self-encouragement.
Potential of this team this season.
What'd you say?
What is the real potential of this team?
I mean, we have a lot of potential, we're only scratching the surface. Like I said before, we still have a lot of things we have to get better at. Still got some bad habits here and there, but we're a playoff team for sure. That's our biggest goal, is to make the playoffs and try to make a run from there. We're not going to sit here and aim high for the stars. Like, granted, we do, but every team in the league does too. And only one team wins at the end of the day. We take it a day at a time and get better. like tomorrow we got a tough Clipper team, you know, so we gotta have our eyes and ears and bodies ready for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, Brad. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.